Thanks for staying with us on News Tonight. Time now to take a quick scan of the nation in 60 seconds.
India's richest sports authority, the BCCI, says it has turned down a request for 100 crore rupees from the organisers of the Commonwealth Games in Delhi. The move comes as India's top anti-corruption agency, the Central Vigilance Commission, charged Games organisers with widespread corruption. But Delhi's Chief Minister Sheila Dikshit has expressed confidence that the Games were on track and there is no reason to panic. She said preparations are on schedule and she will take care of it. Gujarat's Chief Minister Narendra Modi has again criticised the CBI. He said plans to move the Shorabuddin fake encounter case out of the state is an insult to the courts, judges and the people of Gujarat. He said the central government was treating Gujarat like an enemy state. British national Fiona has told a court in Goa that investigation by local police into the death of her daughter Scarlett Keating on a beach in Goa was biased and unprofessional. She said Goan police were involved in a cover-up. 2 local men were freed on bail in the case.
Well, the Commonwealth Games continue to make headlines even now. The chairman of the Commonwealth Games Organising Committee, Suresh Kalmari, has categorically rejected reports that money meant for the Games had been systematically channeled to a front company in the United Kingdom. Responding to corruption charges, Kalmari said that he was pained by the baseless charges of corruption and that every paisa spent on the Commonwealth Games was accounted for. He added that no payment was made after the 30th of October and that the UK firm was hired on the High Commission's advice.
Now in a time when we have to take over the venues. So before we take over this, we will be asking for all the approvals, etc. We'll be seeing all the approvals, etc. And all the claims. So we'll be seeing all that. And if these are questions which you should ask the people concerned, the venue owners, you should ask them whether it's right or wrong. They have to give a reply. But as far as I am concerned, the field of play, which we have seen already, we have had so many test events. The field of play is something excellent. All the athletes have loved it. So about other allegations, you must talk to those people. I told you I'm not party to that.
Well, in other news, in a move that will possibly increase the burden on Indian carriers, state-owned oil firms have raised jet fuel or the ATF prices today by 2.7% after lowering the rates at the last fortnightly revision on the 16th of July. ATF rates in Delhi are expected to go up by 2.7% and by 1,123 rupees in Mumbai tonight onwards. The increase follows a 3.3% hike in prices that oil firms had announced in July, including today's hike. The ATF rates, which make up for roughly 40% of the operating cost of an airline, have been cranked up on 9 occasions since March. But we'll still have to wait and see how much of a real impact that will have and translate to the passenger fares as well. In news from the world of cricket, it's going to be quite a long stay for our men in blue in the island nation. The tri-series between India, Sri Lanka and New Zealand in Dambulla, Sri Lanka will commence on the 10th of August and will go on till the 30th of that month. But we will miss the services of the biggies in the current test. The BCCI's 5-member selection committee has decided to rest Sachin Tendulkar, Harbhajan Singh and Gautam Gambhir. Tendulkar, in fact, hasn't played a one-day international for India since scoring his 200. That was versus South Africa in Gwalior in February. He missed the ODI series in Zimbabwe and the Asia Cup in Sri Lanka as well. Gautam Gambhir and Harbhajan Singh have also been rested as the BCCI looks to keep players fresh for the season ahead, culminating in the World Cup next year. Now, in NDTV Hindu's search for the winning efforts for the day, we have zeroed in on today's heroes, that's the staff and the volunteers of Chennai's Income Tax Office, who've helped thousands of people who've been thronging the tax office as the deadline to file tax returns ran out this evening.
It is 11 a.m. at the Ayakar Bhavan, the last day to file income tax returns. Nearly 300 personnel manning 40 special counters raced against time to make sure an expected 60,000 people beat the deadline.
It just took me 3 seconds to check my counter and 1 second to file my IT return. It's an excellent job that Income Tax Department are doing for the salaried employees.
The tax returns were expected to touch nearly 50 lakh rupees by evening. Officials say it is the highest figure so far. It is now time to toast those dedicated government personnel and volunteers who work nearly 12 hours a day. Student volunteers were drafted from Stella Maris College, and retired government workers also volunteered to help the staff. And this was the Income Tax Department's core team behind the vast operation.
I could say the services provided by Stella Maris College students, which is very helpful for us for PAN verification.
Compared to last year, we have spent very much this year for the public. Whatever we spend, it is compared to their tax paying, it is very much less.
Well, now it is time for the Income Tax Department to hold their heads high, keeping in mind these officials who have been working literally overtime to help people pay their taxes. In Chennai, Pratiksha Ramkumar for NDTV Hindu.
Well, kudos to them. Now, songs of Endiran, Rajinikanth's latest film, hit stores in Chennai today. The film is said to be India's costliest production ever, and the official launch of its music took place in a star-packed show in Kuala Lumpur today. Here's how Chennaiites have been receiving these tunes.
Boom, boom, robo-da, robo-da, robo-da. Zoom, zoom, robo-da, robo-da, robo-da. Boom, boom, robo-da, robo-da, robo-da.
Media attention ever since filming started 2 years ago. Fans rushed to stores to be among the first to pick up what they've been eagerly waiting to hear. Endiran's music has 7 tracks by Oscar winner A.R. Rahman. The film is expected to open in theatres around the world in November.
Basically, I'm a Rajini fan. I was very eager to get this music, so I've just got it.
Rajini is the only superstar. I eagerly waiting for Endiran.
Rajini is the best man in this universe. No one can beat Rajini. Rajini is the superstar.
The film has drawn a lot of media glare, and expectations are surging among the superstar's fans, both young and old, who are excited about the film.
This is going to be a super hit because it's Rajini is there, A.R. Rahman, Shankar. It's definitely going to be a super hit. We are just waiting to see Rajini.
We love Rajini!
Rajini na romba pidikkum.
Endiran is directed by Shankar. The film is being made at a cost of 200 crore rupees, the highest ever budget for a film produced by the Indian film industry. In Chennai with Lalit Jude, Jay Santosh for NDTV Hindu.
Well, that's the robo-epidemic for you. That's all on News Tonight for now. I'll see you at 10 with more news and updates.